Post. And Kuthar. Oh, cool, an iron sword. Thank you very much. Throws it into the mailbox.
You sound like so enthusiastic.
Like, wow, thank you so much.
Is that the word I'm looking for?
Enthusiast.
Enthusiastic.
Yep.
That the word?
Oh, I accidentally jumped in bed without anybody jumping in the game.
Oh, whatever.
I'm still setting up my stream. Give me a second.
All the plants are done. Jeez. Okay, now we gotta try and remember what I was doing like 2 weeks ago.
Stuffs. I'm doing stuffs.
The battles are on Tuesday and Saturday, right?
Correct.
Okay. Alright. I never remember what days they are. It's like I think I've only done like once, other than when we do them out here.
All right. Audio check. 1, 2, 3. Discord.
1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.
Hello.
Heck. Why? What am I doing wrong when it comes to audio?
Usually nothing wrong. It's usually the piece of equipment, from what I've been led to understand with technology sometimes. Where it's like, I plugged this in, turned it on, it worked. I turned it off, and turned it back on, now it doesn't work. It's like, how does that work?
I don't know.
Or something updates and everything gets thrown off.
Yeah, I hate the concept that Windows can do that sometimes, where it's like, oh, we updated, so we changed a bunch of settings without your acknowledging it.
It happens all the time with me with Discord. Every time Discord updates, I have to reset my audio devices.
Oh, well, I have one, so I'm like, never use any other than this. So, like,
I have voice mod as an audio input.
Yeah.
So that I can use like a soundboard during stream and voice chats and stuff.
Yeah, like, if I had ways to do stuff like that, like when we were doing the Shadowrun game, I definitely would have had a voice modulator for Mr. Whispers. Like, I tried doing it through Discord apps, but like, it was either way too complicated to do it like very quickly, or it cost money.
No, it's just that every time I start stream, it's like, even when I check the audio, it's like not wanting to do what audio thing does.
Oh, Lewis.
Yeah.
I found something interesting from feedback from my campaign with Brittany, Adam, and Steve.
Okay.
Apparently something I did for the campaign made Brittany have nightmares.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, thank you? Like
I'm
what it was is
sorry?
I had them all listen to an audiobook by Stephen King.
Ah.
So it's like this is a something like a better example of what I wanted to try and do for a background thing that I'll apply later. So it's like listen to this, and it's like Jerusalem's Lot. So I'm like, yeah,
All right, I am here.
and Brittany really does not like Eldritch Mythos stuff. And,
It's like, whoops.
it'd be kind of a disappointment when
Yep.
that's kind of the main.
So, Kutha, I got a question for you.
What?
While regarding D&D,
Annoying.
any advice for a new
I
DM?
wanna hug you.
Sorry, I have a child hugging me. Give me a second. Okay. Go lay
Hey,
down and
Light,
watch
how
a-
are you?
I thought you didn't play that game anymore.
No, I only play with my friends.
Hello, little one.
On that game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
It's like you don't play that game anymore. It's like, yeah, yes I do.
Just very specifically. Anyways, Raptor, what was your question?
Any advice for a new DM?
A new DM?
Yeah.
Like you as a DM,
Yeah.
don't worry about rules as
Yeah.
much. Don't always have to worry about following the rules exactly. Like
Gotcha.
I've changed rules in the middle of combat.
Okay.
Kind of like that's the whole point of the DM is you're the rules person,
Mhm.
and if you're just like I'm gonna ignore this rule for now, or be like you know what, fine, I don't care. Like that, it's your choice. You are 100% in control of what happens in the campaign, other than what the players do.
Yep. I always remember that it is a co-op story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a story that you are running trying to kill the players. You're trying to help them build a story about their characters and your world.
Gotcha. I am good, Light. I am playing a game with my guild friends. I got Kuthar, who is the Triceratops. I got Mordai, the Ankleo. And I got Jedi, the Dungeon Bot.
Roar.
And you guys have not played D&D, it's Gelatinous Cube.
So we can pick non-dinosaur stuff.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to. I mean, dinosaurs, non-dinosaurs, you just gotta make sure it's
Nope.
stream appropriate.
Okay. Then I
What
might
do you
look
want to
up-
be?
I'll look up something later.
Okay. Send it to
Because
me
like
on DM.
Mordai is a lich, so
Yeah.
Oh. Send me a DM and I'll change it.
I'll just have to find something. Because like my default stuff for some things is like a skeleton picture usually.
I hope that lady's selling more dinosaur stuff. I need more dino plushies.
So did you start as a dragonborn for Baldur's Gate?
Me? Yes.
Okay. But you didn't
White
go druid?
Dragonborn. Nope. I went Dragonborn Bard.
Are you doing Dark Urge or?
No.
Okay. 'Cause that's the default one for Dark Urge.
No, the thing is with mine is when I play IRL D&D, I play as a white Dragonborn Bard who multi-classes as a cleric. For the Twilight domain.
Okay. Quick question. Are you playing on the easiest difficulty?
Custom.
Okay.
Excellent choice. Because I switched over to doing that one as well.
I mean, I did for a while, but then I stopped, and then I was like, this is not interesting. I didn't realize we'd have a custom level. So... But the thing is, in order for my Twilight domain to be in the game, I have to download it as a mod. So I have mods installed in my game.
Meh. Okay, I didn't know that, but apparently Tree Lightning can reach across the screen.
See?
If I, like, yeah. Usually it's like very short range, but like when I shot it, like, I just must not be paying attention to it usually. So I just hit it, and like I was like, oh, I'm gonna aim at these guys. They're right next to me, and it shot across the screen and hit people. That idiot hurt himself in the woods again.
Again.
That's like one of the things I don't like about this game. How like a lot of stuff is repeatable, or repeats itself. Like the Snakoons reappearing every year. Like certain things happening all the time.
Yep. Like,
It's just kind of annoying.
Nope. No dino plushies.
but yeah.
Because yeah, like right now my current playthrough for Baldur's Gate is a gold Dragonborn bard.
And if I went for a college in Bard, it would be the College of Swords. But even though I'm not much of a melee, I might switch that to a different college.
I mean, you could change like literally your entire class for 100 gold.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Withers is for.
Like you can
Is that
literally be
the-
like, hey Shadowheart, you know how you worship Shar? Well, you're a light cleric now.
Do you mean what I do
Is
every
that-
time?
Yes.
Is that the animated skeleton that can change your class and revive your allies or something?
Yeah.
That's Withers. I mean, that's what he calls himself.
At first, she does scare me a bit.
Like one of my favorite like lines from the game is like from him where it's like one of the questions is like skeletons don't usually talk, and he's like correct, and it's like are you gonna explain anything about it? He's just no, and then just ends the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Just all right.
What you doing, Mordai? What you doing?
Like, what are you following me now?
I'm bored. I need something to do. It's like taking your kid to work.
Like, okay, we're going to the dangerous forest.
Yay! Dangerous
did that once.
forest.
Except it was with my nephew. Brought my nephew to work one day.
We already have so many oranges.
Yeah, I know. We have so many, all the fruits, basically. Honestly, I think I could get across this without even touching the ground. Yes, I can. So I have the double jump, Lewis.
It's like boom, boom. So,
I think I picked him because I have the bigger
Yeah,
pickup
you do.
radius. So that's like one of the explorer things that we were seeing this.
it's gonna be interesting to see what our next D&D session is gonna end up
Ha!
being. Since
I
the
mean, like I'm the one who had to like does. Okay, you guys are all aware that we're the ones that decides what we do from week to week, right?
Yup.
Like, there's really no current plot happening other than we decide what's happening.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm like, we're not strong enough to do what I want to do.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, so I want to find a mine so that I can get a supply of iron and lead. You know, being an alchemist and all.
Right.
There's a wheel here.
It's to fix the wagon. So I'd say pick it up.
I can't pick it up.
You gotta talk to the guy
Oh,
for
you
the
gotta
wagon
talk to the guy
first.
first. So yeah,
Where is the guy?
I'll
Down
show
here?
you.
Hey, Dad,
I'm cutting down trees right now to get wood.
can you help me blow my nose?
Yes, I can help you blow your nose. Blow. One more time.
What's
Wait.
half that?
Wait for that. Alright, now the other nose.
She has two
Again?
noses.
And then the other one.
You mean the nostril?
He said nose.
Yes, I did say nose.
Wait, is that a bubble?
I just caught like 6 fish.
I didn't know you can get a bubble.
Yeah, it's in the fishing skill tree.
Yep.
It starts off not very good, but once you get all 3 ranks and a good amount of mana, it's actually really like I barely even really fish anymore. Cause it's just like no mini game. It's you always catch it and you can catch multiples. Like if it passes over them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, this guy.
Yep.
It'll let you fast travel back and forth between him and right outside of our farm for like 200 gold.
I'm gonna go get it. Fuck you, monkeys!
Wow, I literally killed them and they instantly respawned. Like, they basically were respawning on top of their corpses.
I need an iron bar.
Ooh. I have 3 golden oranges.
No, I think the funny part about my starting the Kuthar playthrough for Baldur's Gate 3
Ah, so many bubbles.
So many bubbles. I want to pop them.
was the fact of it's like you don't get anything. Like it's like here's a short sword. I'm like, it's a butter knife.
Daddy,
I
Yeah,
think
my
I got
drought.
iron
I made Drow Bard one time, and all they started was a hand crossbow. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it's decent. Like once you get a star in with dual wielding, just give him 2 hand crossbows, and he will just fucking destroy things.
I have to go get an iron bar.
Alright, I gotta change things up for Lily.
Yep.
The movie ended, so.
Oh, found Albert's sword.
Be right back.
Oh god. Oh god. I almost died. Albert, where are you? I got your feckin' sword. Oh, there you are. How the fuck did you get here so fast?
Oh,
Oh wait, I'm gonna make more iron.
Alright.
we probably have a bunch in the shed.
I am back.
Get last static from you.
Static?
Yeah. It went away, so
My phone was too close.
Ah, okay. I don't think we have any actual. But
What did you
Yeah,
look for?
this one. She's looking for iron.
Ah.
I had to go get 5 an iron bar.
But no, it was funny is in the crypt for Withers, when I finally found a shield, and I'm like, I am now complete. And it's like, what? It's like, Kuthar always has a shield.
Yep. I didn't notice until like I'm doing my bard playthrough, but there are finesse longswords.
There are?
Yeah, like one of them's in the Underdark. And I forget where the other one is, but yeah, like one of them's like in the Underdark, and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Oh, this is interesting. So, it's a new day, and Paris does not have new logs.
Well, son
So
of a
I'm
bitch.
guessing the stock does not replenish daily?
Well, here, let me see. I'll double.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, he's out of logs,
Alright.
so maybe it takes a little while for it to resupply.
Fair enough. So, thanks to TikTok, I found out something about Helldivers 2.
What?
Hey.
Oh, I
Uh,
was actually looking into that game.
That it's a
Okay.
parody of Starship Troopers.
yeah, well, no, I knew that automatically. Apparently, there was one fight on a specific colony that took over 12 hours.
Ooh.
Like, there were people who played the game for 12 hours in this fight.
Like, that's like real warfare kind of stuff.
Where it's like, guess what? It's like, by doing that, you're probably developing a form of PTSD because of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why, in the live-action Grinch movie, Jim Carrey had to literally learn from the Navy SEALs how to deal with torture.
He, basically, they're like, yeah, like, this is how you handle physical torture.
It's like, pick up smoking. It's like, what? Pick up smoking. Trust me, it'll help you.
Apparently, also, he's coming back for another Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, it's one
Even though
of
he
those.
said he would.
It's like, I'm done acting. I'm coming back as Robotnik.
I'll come back and do this more, because he just lets me do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, you know
Is
what?
he really
Sure.
coming back as Dr.
Uh,
Robotnik?
From what I heard, I might be wrong though, but who knows?
The thing is, it's one of those things where it's like, it's also in interviews he has stated how the reason that he doesn't like doing a lot of movies is because he doesn't, like, the role isn't what he is anymore.
Yeah, it's not his style. And Dr. Robotnik is very much his style, if you've seen his
So,
old movies.
yeah. And now, okay, now I see.
He's
First look at like Man on the Moon, that was very much his style of movie.
I think he did pretty well as Dr. Robotnik.
Oh yeah. Because he's basically just playing himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm putting this out there for everybody. If somebody can come down by where my house is, I need to see if somebody can actually see all of the fish, like, floating in the water and sitting on the pier.
Like, is it glitched or?
Oh shit! I picked up some of the fish.
I think it is because
Huh.
I went and I cleared the nets, and then I went to put everything into the cell portal, and when I exited the portal, all the stuff is there, but I can't interact with it.
I was gonna say, uh, if you cast the fishing bubble, and you don't finish, like a fish doesn't meet the bubble before the bubble spell ends, it will stay glitched on your screen.
Yeah, that happens. Like, relatively
That's why I
frequently.
was like, if that's what that is, that's what that is.
I put.
I'm able to pick them up.
I was able to pick up some.
I got.
But
yeah,
I don't
got
even
like-
see you guys at my house. And you're talking about picking them up. I'm like, nobody came down here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We're having connection issues already.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, your stream says 20 p.m. and I'm stuck at 4:40.
Mine's 6:30 as well.
Yeah.
I am exiting the game and logging back in.
Like, you might be the one that's desynced.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hope it's not because Lewis has his kid watching movies using up the internet.
No, she's finished her
watching
movie.
DVDs. Okay.
No, she finished the Disney Plus movie,
Okay.
and now she's just on regular TV. Specifically, I have it on a easy listening music channel because she's gonna be sleeping out in the living room.
Okay, 6:50 p.m. So we're
Yep,
good.
That's the right time.
So you guys were able to pick up fish and stuff?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
picked up like 4 fish.
Oh, sweet.
I did
Okay,
put
good.
some of
The shipping
put-
portal is still full.
I still put some of the fish in here, but I still have the blue gill on me.
Oh, okay. Keep whatever fish you need to.
Okay.
I usually try to go into your house and drop off fish for cooking.
I have like so many seashells, it's like not even funny. Got like 1 star.
Oh.
Okay, that was a weird desync.
Yeah.
Wife. She gave me a blueberry smoothie. And 10 berries. It's like, sweet, 10 berries.
Like Finley or.
No.
Like,
The
that's what
in-game
I thought
wife.
at first. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then you said like, and blueberries. I'm like, okay.
Now I'm worried.
And it's like whatever. It's like that's fine.
I need lettuce.
Well, that's an unfortunate thing. That is a spring crop.
Fuck.
That is why one of my recommendations for us is when we get into the spring, it's like we buy a shit ton of the crops.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm back making a lot of food for us, so. potatoes. Anybody want a muffin?
I'm a little paranoid now. I keep checking the stream just to compare it to my time.
As a heads up for those who don't have subscriptions, ad break is about to start.
Have you gotten all the stuff for the Elven mine, Lewis?
Yeah, you mean the books?
Or, yeah, in general?
I think the only thing I have left is the books.
Okay.
Here's fruit punch. I can eat fruit punch. Applesauce. Which covered strawberries. I can make fruit snacks.
Like with real fruit, too, not fake fruit. With shoe leather and artificial flavors.
Yeah. I've actually am making like a huge thing of fruit snacks right now because we have a lot of fruit.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
the orchard,
yeah.
and also the fact that I get double fruit.
How do we get honey again?
Beehives.
Yeah, we need to make a beehive.
And then you need specific flowers around it for it to grow, or to collect certain types of honey.
Yeah, like you can do just a beehive and it'll produce honey. But if you surround it with a specific type of flower, it'll produce a specific type of honey.
Oh.
So there are, for each flower, there is a specific type of honey.
Okay.
So if
Here's
you,
a question. Sorry, this is going to be a subject change. Has anybody had an omelet?
Like in real life,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Have you not?
I never had an omelet.
Oh, okay.
weird.
I am not weird.
This
No,
is
like that's like such a staple in my life.
Like that's a generic food.
Right?
It's like, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you live in California.
Well, plus I was sheltered my entire life, so.
Mm.
I never had an omelet. I've been itching to try an omelet, but I never had an omelet. It was like a
Oh.
giant, flat version of a scrambled egg, right?
With
Give me a
stuff inside
second.
it. Like omelets are basically folded over flat eggs with filling.
An
Or-
omelet is a dish made with eggs fried with butter or oil in a frying pan. It is a common practice for omelets to be folded around fillings such as chives, vegetables, mushrooms, or meat, cheese, onions, or some of the combination of both.
Like one of the ones I usually get is
So
ones with like hash browns and ham and cheese and stuff inside of it. So it's like a breakfast omelet.
yep. Has Raptor had any other types of eggs? That is a good question, Valiant.
There's different types of eggs.
Well,
yeah.
so you've had scrambled eggs?
Yeah, from chicken eggs.
What about over easy?
No,
Sunny side up?
nope,
Hard boiled,
nope.
soft boiled.
It sounds like you don't eat eggs,
Deviled eggs.
other than them being mixed in food.
Deviled eggs?
No, I can't stand the smell.
Mm.
Of deviled eggs?
Yeah.
Then I would recommend not boiling your own eggs, but buying pre-boiled, pre-shelled eggs, because usually they don't smell.
Usually.
Yeah,
Well, the ones we get don't, unless they're bad.
because what
Because
it,
like the ones you get from the store, will, like from what I've noticed, always smell when you boil them.
Hi, Angel.
Nope, scrambled was the only one.
I mean, that is like one of the easiest eggs to make because it's like,
I've
all right,
actually
I tried
met-
making it like this. I
Yeah.
messed up. Now they're scrambled eggs.
Yep,
Okay,
like
to be quite fair, I never had the chance to cook scrambled eggs.
I mean, like I think I was cooking eggs like when I was like 10.
yeah.
I never had a chance.
Here's the thing, Mordai. You got to realize though, we grew up in farm country.
In small farm towns where like they're like, yeah, it's like both my parents are working. Make your food. It's like, okay.
I've learned how. I used to hate eggs as a kid. Now I think they're great. That's from Valiant.
Me, it was steak.
I've always enjoyed eggs and steak.
I got a cutscene.
Was because my mom would make it how my dad usually likes it, which is well done.
Ugh.
So, and I'm like, I like rare steak, but I didn't like steak until we bought like a half a cow, like when I was a teenager, and we just had a bunch of steak. And I'm like, I don't want it like this. I want it like when it's barely cooked. And it's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, I've cooked scrambled eggs in my 20s. Never cooked them before, even in my young age. Never.
Honestly, over easy is probably one of the easier ways to make eggs, because you just let it sit there, and then just flip it over.
I thought scrambled eggs were easier.
I mean, yeah, but it's like the idea of like if you make mistakes doing eggs, you just scramble them. Like with sunny side up, like you can mess up and like the yolk breaks. So it's like, well, that
Angel would like this with like her steak close enough to the grill to scare it.
like I've told steakhouses, like I'd be like, I would like my hamburger rare, and they're like, we don't serve it like that. I'm like, I will sign a waiver.
Mine's medium rare.
Well, the medium rare is usually how I order it, just because the fact is, it's like, okay, I'll either end up with a medium rare, or if I'm lucky, a rare.
Like one of my favorite descriptions of rare steak is from the stand, where it's like, just run it through a warm room.
Ooh, blue
There's a
rare.
green snack, dude.
What? Blue what?
Blue
A
rare.
green.
Is that a type of rare? Or?
Yeah.
That's like raw meat, though, isn't it? Technically.
Well, that'd be steak tartare. I mean, but that is ground beef, though.
Oh.
Like, you can't eat beef rare. Or raw.
Blue rare is basically where it's cooked and the core temperature is basically very low compared to like,
So still cold in the middle, kind
Yeah.
of cooked.
yep, basically just seared on the outsides.
My beanstalk. I think my beanstalk grew, but I forgot where it was.
It's up in the northern area.
Yep. Go to the right of the town hall and
Of the cafe.
yep, and then keep going north of the cafe.
Oh, the cafe. Okay.
I used our air fryer the other night to cook a pork tenderloin.
How's that?
Like, how'd it work?
Yeah.
Good. Fucking hate cooking pork.
Oh, because yeah, if you mess up, it's just like, oh, well, this is dry.
I still eat it.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, like, I don't waste food. It's one of those things where it's just like, there's a difference between I'm cooking it and it's like, okay, I'm following the directions of this thing. Yeah, it was great. Pythagorean berry and blue moon fruit. Okay.
It's like pork's one of those meats you can't eat. You can't eat undercooked, or you'll get sick.
Yep.
So it's like you make sure it's cooked. It's like, oh, you cooked it too long.
It's like, son of a bitch.
Oh, I built that angel's place.
Oh, you got.
Well, I don't think you built it. You just grew the beanstalk to get to it.
Oh.
Because they have wings, so they can fly.
Oh.
Reward at the desk guy of the museum.
Okay.
It's the curator boots.
So they're just a vanity item, right?
Yeah, vanity item.
Okay.
Okay, so I probably already bought those.
Okay, how do you get glorite?
You gotta go through the story.
Okay.
Basically, you have to get to the offering table, offering altars,
Okay.
and then you complete the mining altar, which will give you the key to the mines for the glorite mines. So that is exactly how you get to that.
Right now I've got to head to the eastern wilderness to go talk to the dragon.
Do you need a guide? I don't need a guide.
No.
What's a
Don't.
guide?
It's like, now you asking because you legitimately don't know, or just as a funny...
Nah, I was acting. I was acting out.
It's like, are you being part of the joke, or do you legitimately not know?
Part of the joke.
Oh, like Lewis, like when I'm playing D&D with the current character,
Oh God.
I'm like, how do I make this question the most offensive I can,
Or like
It's
the
like-
most aggravating.
or the most annoying? Yeah, it's like, so is your wife good for anything else? It's like, and everyone just like does like the slow turn. It's like, that's what happens when you have a character who has very like negative charisma, and actually has negative like diplomacy and stuff. Or like, yeah, like he's a nice guy, but like he'll say the wrong thing constantly.
It's like I said a correct sentence, yeah, but you did not word it correctly at all.
Like, it's like, man, comment's hard. Says the guy who's probably like one of the smarter people in the group.
I think the only person that's smarter than your character is mine.
Is you,
And it's
yeah.
like, and that's the funnier part is the fact that my character's constantly going, why,
No,
why,
no,
why?
no.
It's like you're the next smartest person to me. Why are you so fucking stupid? And it's like he's not
It's
stupid.
not that
He's
he's
from
stupid,
a different
he's-
society.
He's
from a
super
different.
gullible and naive, and like his brain is so full of like I can be doing other things that are more important than this. Why, like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm thinking about more important things right now. Thank you. It's like, we're fighting to, like, save our lives. Like, yeah, but whatever. It's like, aren't you a doctor? Yeah. It's like, Your lack of ability to defend yourself is not my responsibility as a doctor.
I'm just here to keep you alive when your lack of ability of combat fails. And even then.
Also, I'm not the main group healer.
Nope.
So I'm the secondary healer. I'm not even the secondary healer. I'm the third healer.
And I wasn't even intentionally supposed to be a healer.
No, it's Adam's character.
Oh. Sorry, it's
Because
also...
he's a paladin magus. I mean, he has laying hands.
Kiddo, you're supposed to be asleep. What's up?
Can I hug you one more time?
Yes, you can hug me one more time. Come here.
Enjoy it while you can, Kuthar. You know they grow up so fast.
Hey, that's enough hugging.
Did you say to me?
Okay, you can go. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said that.
You're like,
So-
what'd you say to me?
Daddy, that's enough hugging. I decide when it's enough hugging.
Pardon?
Like, excuse me?
I mean, as a statement, I can personally agree with that. So that's enough physical contact, please. But Lewis.
Hmm.
How much do you know about like Galarian stuff for Pathfinder?
Not at all.
Okay, well, for Pathfinder, because D&D has copyright on certain monsters,
Right.
they don't exist in Pathfinder. So for my Pathfinder game, I just had the group meet a Mind Flayer,
Hi,
You know,
Pony.
one
Wait,
of those creatures that's not from Pathfinder.
Ah.
why,
it's
why
like-
did... Wait, pork chops and applesauce? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
pork chops and applesauce.
Eh?
Pork chop sandwiches.
Eh?
Yeah, pork chops and applesauce is a real thing. Like
That's
from-
a real
I, yeah, at least from Homer Simpson, I know it. Like
Yeah.
I've never had it because like that's it's like,
It's one of those food combos that actually works really well. For most people, for most people, I will say that. I can't claim it is good for everybody, but I've
like
enjoyed it.
like I know it's a thing.
Just like
Jeez, the dragon just drops in the middle of the town.
Hey. I'm learning new things every day. What the hell?
I mean, I learn new stuff all the time. Most of it's useless garbage information that I'll never remember.
What, that mashed potatoes is the Irish guacamole? Is Irish guacamole?
Eh,
Think about it.
so.
Mashed potatoes are Irish guacamole.
I mean, yeah, but like, I've heard the analogy of like, foods can be classified into like 3 different things, like a sandwich, a taco, or a pizza. Where it's like depending
Taco,
on where the
pizza,
bread
and-
is
Mhm.
So taco, pizza, and
and
sandwich.
sandwich. So it's like if the bread's on top and bottom, it's a sandwich. If the bread's all around it, but on the like kind of like the middle section, it's a taco. If the bread's all at the bottom and the toppings are on top, it's a pizza. Regardless of what the food actually is. So buttered toast is pizza.
Angel, except for I'm not gonna eat taters with corn chips.
I mean, I've had mashed potatoes with barbecue sauce.
No, well,
So like you can put some weird things on mashed potatoes.
A1 sauce.
Yeah, I can see that. So like 1,000 darkness essence.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
Okay, I'm like I have 18.
Basically you find where
The
the
monsters
monsters
give you quite a
spawn.
bit.
Yeah, they give you like 5 per. It just
Oh,
basically
they
run.
respawn. Okay.
Yep. So you just basically run back and forth between them, like between areas.
I thought it's like you had to clear out. Like it's like once you clear that area, it was done.
Nope. I literally found a spot and just went boop 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 boop.
Mm. I like ice sculptures.
Parent. That's an interesting thing. Uh, so Iris, because she's an enchantress,
Mhm.
apparently the wedding ring interferes with her enchanting. Because she deals with enchanting living things.
Ah.
It's like the non living ring interferes with it just a little bit. It's like it's not horrible. It's like
Oh, pet, 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 pet. I have been petted.
Where did you go to get this stuff pretty quick?
um the entry area of where the wishing well is. Like so like you leave the village to the
Oh, okay.
eastern forest
Yep.
because there's like I think like 7 enemies.
Okay.
By the way, nothing like have my boss, my shop supervisor, and my assistant manager get slightly upset with me.
Oh, so.
So I somebody else did it, but I did a better. I like did a much better job of writing down what stuff was for stored customer tires like that haven't been put on.
Hmm.
And then I was like, when's the last time somebody went through the used tires that you guys resell? Just because, like, it's mainly like trailers and work dually truck tires. They're like, it's been a while. And it's like, I literally went through and it's like, their rule on reselling used tires is basically 8 years is where they cut off selling them, but 6 years is like where it's like they still question it depending on the size. So literally, I came back with a freaking 2-page thing where it's like these one like, and then I rewrote it and it's now on 1 page. But it was funny because it's like why do you have to make more work for us?
There's more work now, it's less work later.
I pointed out I was like, well, here's the thing. We're in the slow season, so I have to find work. Unfortunately for you guys, the type of work that I try to find to do, unlike my other coworkers, ends up making more work for you guys.
Mhm.
In which then I also told them it's like, all you have to do is teach me, and I will do this type of stuff. Like I will clear out stuff if you just teach me how to do it.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Well, the issue it's not that it's hard. It's more that they are very much a company that they try to limit what somebody can do when they first start up because of the level of trust. Yes, I'm doing the same thing I did at Sam's, but with my own choice.
Okay, it was Adam just responded from an in-game message for the D&D game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, we're going in 3 days. He's like, okay, we go on 3 or 3 then we go. And I'm just like,
You understand that that was a reference to last session, right?
yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm literally the one who did it. Remember? I'm like, okay, like it's 3 and go, or 3 then go, or on 3. And then I'm like, as soon as he gets down to 2, I'm gonna be like, wait, okay, make sure. It's like my job is I'm going to make it as difficult as possible for others to do things sometimes.
I miss D&D.
Like I'm literally the comic relief character.
I'm the information character.
Like my guy's like the super socially awkward, does everything wrong when dealing with social situations. Stands too close. He has a breath weapon, so his breath smells bad. So he's just like interacting with him on a social basis is like awful. But on an intellectual basis, like it's like wow, it's like you're super good at your job. It's like you're not. So it's like okay, yeah. Like wow, it's like you guys are really primitive. Like I'm surprised you have this high of education as you currently do. It's like my character comes from basically Atlantis because he's like a deep sea elf. It's like man, for such primitive technology, you guys know how to do stuff still.
I've stopped tinkering with character build ideas, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Well, no.
At some point, you just.
Well, no. The issue is that I'm starting to get that itch where it's like, I don't know if I want to play my character anymore. And it's like, I'm like, no, stop that.
Yeah,
stop.
That's. Yeah. I've noticed I do that a lot for Baldur's Gate. I'm like, But I'm like, some of these characters would be like 100-hour playthrough. Like,
That's part of the reason why it's like right now, pretty much the only game I am playing is Baldur's Gate, and it's like,
yeah.
If I'm not streaming it, I'm playing my solo game because like if I don't, it's like it'd be really weird if I surpass my solo game with a stream. Because I'm almost to the end of Act 2 at this point.
Nice.
Because basically I just gotta do Moonrise Tower and then I gotta go do Night Song again, if I know right.
Which is just go there.
Yeah. Oh,
So
music.
How'd you deal with all the thorns?
Give me a second. The date has loud music.
Okay.
Okay. So the drinking one, I passed the checks until he exploded.
Yep.
The surgeon,
All of them could be done in a way that they never have to fight them.
the surgeon, I straight up got him to basically commit.
Dissected.
Yeah, basically, in a sense, commit suicide. commit
Mhm.
assisted suicide. The gold lady, I just straight up fought.
Well, the problem with her is she does bonus damage depending on how much money you're carrying.
I knew about that ahead of time, so I literally
Yep.
put a crate at the entrance of the toll house and literally put all my money in there. So when she asked for gold, I'm like, I don't have gold, and she's like, "Rah!" It's like, whoop.
The trick I did is like there's a way to get it to where like if you get onto the roof and you have someone with really good stealth, you can kill a bunch of the skeletons without her even noticing.
So yeah, I thought about the idea of doing a playthrough where it's like just try and do like, and it would be very hard, a single character just stealthing through the entire thing.
From what I've seen, it's Rogue Bard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you're capable in combat and in social stuff. I'd say, if anything, mirror image.
Mm-hmm. Like there are just certain, like it's funny finding an article where somebody was like, "Oh yeah, apparently a lot of players are finding out that Cloud Dagger is a really good spell at the beginning of the game." It's like,
Oh yeah, against the goblins, literally it's throw one in front of the gateway and then shoot one of them on the other side of it, and they will just walk into it and kill themselves.
yeah, it's the choke point spell. Of course, it fucking is great.
So here's another thing that I found. That how to save Karlach and do not get a Will Demon version.
Oh yeah, you have to like do like a weird thing where you kill her and then revive her.
Yeah,
still
I
get
tried.
the-
I tried doing that, and then I don't know, for some reason it didn't work.
You reload your save, right?
Yeah, I did save. It
Okay,
just
good.
didn't work.
They
I'll
might have
try
patched it
again,
out.
though. Probably.
Maybe.
They
I have to do it again.
yeah, they've done a lot of fucking patching.
I'm fine with them fixing exploits because, like, becoming over reliant on that kind of stuff is just not fun in the end. Like, I like doing interesting stuff, like making interesting characters. I like the fact that they made the bound weapon thing permanent instead of having to redo it every long rest.
Ah,
So, like, Eldritch Knight and Bound Blade from Pact of the Warlock, like, it's on until you change it.
Pony threw pillows at me.
But I'm right at the start of Act 2 for my Dragonborn Bard, but I'm also doing a Gale playthrough.
actually playing through origin characters.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
I'm also going to turn Gale into a Battle Mage. Where I'm going to take 3 levels in Eldritch Knight and then the rest in Wizard.
It's so funny how many people when they like that like new like 3.5 in Pathfinder D&D, it's like, wait, there's no penalty for a spellcaster to wear heavy armor. It's like, no.
Not if you're proficient.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm like, that's one of my favorite things. I'm like, that you know me, Lewis. Like, that's my favorite kind of style for things. Heavy armor mage.
yep. But yeah, no, when I was going through the used tires, I found uh, 2 different tires that had 2 each. So basically 4 tires that were from 2014. Thing is though, when I started it, one of my coworkers came up and told me that the some of the used tires came from the old shop that they had.
Ah,
So it's like,
yeah.
oh, so it's not that the like you guys
They
for
somehow
some
been sitting here for that long.
yeah for some reason bought if they'd like when the shop first opened in 2020, the one that I'm currently working at. It's like it's not that you guys bought 7-year-old tires. It's literally you probably had these for a while.
When you move shop.
That's why it's like it'll be interesting if we get rid of all the ones that are 2016. It's like that's got to clear out a whole bunch of shit. And then some of the 17 and 18 ones, there are some that are like, this is a really weird fucking size.
Yeah, well, you're right. This is definitely a good spot to get this stuff. I almost have 800.
Mm-hmm. On yesterday, on Monday, I don't know what year it was. I didn't get close enough to it, but a guy came in for 4 new tires on a Corvette, like a newer Corvette. Just one of those things where it's like looking at it, I'm like, this is above my pay grade. I do not want to touch this.
It's like someone going in with like a Lamborghini being like, I need you to change my tires. It's like, sir, I'm not legally allowed to touch this car.
Oh, they've had a Lamborghini in that shop.
Yeah, but it's like the idea, like for some of them, like you're not allowed unless you're like licensed.
Yeah. No, the funny part is that like I laughed about it because I was on break while the guys were working on it, and the bosses came in. And I'm like, the funny part is that if I was still at Sam's Club, I would be one of the people that would be working on that because I was one of the most experienced people. It's like, but since here, it's like I'm a brand new person. It's like, yeah, I don't have to work on this because of experience. It's like, sweet. Also, the difference in machines too.
Oh, also, fighting all these things, my combat level is 70 now.
Nice.
I'm running out of caffeine. That's not good.
Yeah, like I've also been playing Last Epoch.
Okay.
It's like an action RPG.
I've played some of that.
It's tomorrow, literally tomorrow. It's going into 1.0.
Ooh.
And I've
So-
slowly started to get back to Conan Exiles.
A couple of the part-timer guys are into war type games, and they were talking about some game that's been in development for 6 years. And I was just like, you know what that makes me think of? And they're like, what?
7 Days to Die?
Yeah, 7 Days to Die.
First off, 7 Days to Die has been in early development for
Like
much
over 10
longer.
years now?
It was originally released on the 360.
Arc.
That's when I originally had it.
Yeah. Because remember, the Let's Play channel played it, and they're all in 360.
Oh, from Achievement Hunter, right?
Yeah, Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
I almost
watched
have
it in
950. So I've got like a little under 60 more to go. But I'm heading back hard.
I had almost 20,000 gold worth of fish today.
Nice.
Yeah. I made a little memorial shrine in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my grandmother she likes pandas, so I bought 2 pandas. She likes pandas. What's today? Tuesday?
Like real world?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay. I had sex by mom.
There's so many people for wrestling that are complaining about Elimination Chamber. By the way,
I hope so.
it's gonna be in Australia, so the pay-per-view is streaming at 5 a.m. in the morning for Easter
Yep.
time.
Yeah, I can see that being an issue.
And there's a lot of people who are like, I'm just gonna watch the replay. I'm like, yep. I'm
That's
g-
probably what it
But like,
is.
you gotta remember, there's still half of the world that will be able to watch it at a normal time.
Well, it's also one of those things where it's like, what did you fucking expect that fucking the Australians would get up at a really weird
Yeah,
fucking time?
they do it at 5 in the morning.
Also, the interesting part is The Rock came out on Friday to officially join the Bloodline, but the way that he made his speech, there are a lot of people who are thinking that he's going to betray Roman at WrestleMania. Because he was talking about how it's like, I'm going to make sure you walk out of WrestleMania loser. And the way he was pointing, it's like, he was basically pointing at Roman Reigns. And then when they do their whole, the Bloodline is the ones, The Rock held up an L.
Mm.
And I'm like, that would be fitting. Where it's like,
Because
because
they want to join your team and then make you losers.
and then that would lead to the feud that people have been wanting to see, where it's Rock versus Roman to see who is the head of the table, and they could do it at like one of their Saudi Arabia events.
Guys, there's a Cthulhu monster outside our farm.
Houston?
What?
Houston?
Like right out, like when you leave. No, like right here, where I am.
I don't understand.
Like there's literally a rogue figure with Cthulhu mouth and wings and tentacles on his for feet,
Nope,
I don't see
don't
it.
see him.
and he's selling he's selling dark essence seeds. I'm gonna buy a couple. I'll buy 20 because they're not expensive. Also, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Here, Raptor. Yeah, put it up here. There you go.
Yay! More plushies.
It's the Dark Dragon plushie.
Oh my god. I'm putting him in my house. He's special.
Well, I pulled 11 wood out of the nets this morning.
Thank you.
Yep, that was 10,000.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, whatever, we got plenty of money.
If you're gonna plant the orbs, I would do it in one of the
Question is,
greenhouses.
Any season. Yep. Takes 2 days. Yields
Or
one
they're
crop.
on sisters.
Just because that way it's protected from the.
This stuff, yeah.
It is also Tuesday, so we could do a fight.
Oh, okay.
If
Wait.
But, It's like I read a thing where it's like talked about, it's like, like some of the things about with Lovecraft's writing, where it's like, it is indescribable. Now let me spend 2 paragraphs describing it to you.
Lol.
It's like, okay.
so because I'm in Act 2, I got to further the romance with Lizelle.
Yep.
Guess what you have to do in Act 2, the Act 2 romance?
Fighter.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this guy, I'm not winning this fight.
Yeah.
Luckily, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah, it's like, pretty sure it doesn't matter.
basically, it's if you win, you prove that you can protect her, and if you lose, she's like, I don't want to hurt you, I just want to protect you. And it's like, oh.
Alright, we're fighting the tree.
A tree.
The bomber.
Yeah, he's the guy that throws a bunch of bombs. I'm gonna do this tree, and if you get in the way, it's your own fault. Honestly, if everyone was shooting crossbows this quickly at him, he would just be covered in bolts.
It's like, aim for the
Yeah.
face. I can't
Pretty
see. It's like, that's why he's throwing bombs everywhere.
Like,
Oh God.
what's the show
Eric.
called? Gods of America?
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is the Vikings arriving in America, and it's like, one takes like a step forward, and it's just covered in arrows. Like, a la, like, what was it? The Jet Li movie. Or not Jet Li. Yeah, Jet Li. I was like, wait, no. The one where they talk about like how like the Emperor finding China.
I think that's Jet Li, but I can't remember.
Hero.
Yeah, that's Jet Li.
Where like he like willingly like dies so that the Emperor can make China united.
Yep.
And just like all you see is the silhouette in arrows of where his body was at the end. Yep, so.
No, the funny part is, by furthering the romance with Lizelle, I got confronted by Gale. It's like, we had like one moment way
know, like,
fucking long ago.
The game has an issue with like you knowing if you're in a relationship with someone sometimes.
Well, and the thing is, like, Gale is the character that a lot of people are like, he's so like forceful on being into a relationship. It's like, yep.
He's trying to get rebound
Yeah, unfortunately,
from a goddess.
you are the rebound from a goddess. It's like, what? It's like, yep. It's like, oh.
That's not an analogy where it's like he was in a physical relationship with magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and I was talking with Adam about it, so I don't know if you were there, Lewis, but it's like Mishra has sex with a lot of her followers, or chosen.
Yes, she does.
Like, Elminster has been with her. So,
Yep.
so it's like, hey, my ex, I'm sending a simulacrum of my ex to go talk to my other ex to do the thing I want him to do. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, that's not the real Minster.
Like
'Cause
his
if you ex-
humor. I like his humor and all, but it's gotten to the point where it's like it's too much.
Yeah. But it's like, because if you attack Elminster and kill him somehow, he turns into ice and melts. So it's like,
Oh, I also found out something thanks to TikTok for Baldur's Gate 3. There is a person in Moonrise Tower that if you have Astarion, they ask for Astarion to drink their blood.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do it, you get a potion of +2 strength.
Yep, permanent, and you can give it to anyone.
Yep.
But I will tell you one thing: Astarion does not like that.
Nope. Actually, if you're trying to romance Astarion, it actually ends
It's-
the relationship.
Yeah, because he's like, no, I don't want to.
That's why for me, I'm like, with my solo character, I'm like, this is happening. And I'm sorry, buddy, but this is happening. Because for my solo playthrough, it's like, this is a stats game. Like, this is me playing a video game, not actually playing a story.
Yeah.
It's like, who you give the +2 strength potion to?
Me.
No, with that situation, you'd be like, Lysel, my
Okay.
the character that I'm romancing.
If you want stats, use the Necromancy Tome. Because there's an option in Act 3 to use one of the abilities gained from the Forbidden Knowledge to gain a permanent +2 to a stat.
I'm at that point where I have to wait until Act 3.
Okay.
Which is, that's also another thing. Being a bard interacting with that book is hilarious. Because it's
It's
literally
just
like,
I'm going to sing the spirits.
bard check, bard check, bard check.
And by then, I had Actor, so I was double proficiency in it.
That is such a good feat for that game.
Mm-hmm. Deception and Perform. I'm like, okay. And it's not even like it's not just that it gives you the proficiency, it gives you
Double proficiency. Yep.
like from nothing. So it's like, oh, okay.
Damn it. So my mom went to the doctor's appointment yesterday.
Yep.
So the doctor says she needs to lose weight and quit smoking.
Yeah. Those are both good life choices.
Cause she did go to the doctor for extreme chest pain. She thought she was having a heart attack, but apparently it wasn't. So she went to the doctor's yesterday, and the doctor says lose weight, and
Yeah, that's kind of like the default for
pretty much lose weight and quit smoking.
Well, there's
Almost
been
Yeah.
there's been numerous people who, like, they lost the weight, and then the doctor's like, oh, look at all these health problems that we discovered that you literally are tied to all the things that you were complaining about beforehand.
Mhm.
Like, yep, but you thought it was just because I was fat.
Because it's the easy answer, and it's like more difficult to diagnose without like super expensive tests.
Yeah.
But like for my mom, like when she had to get her valve replaced because she had a defect where she had a bivalve instead of trivalve for one of them. They're like, you have to stop smoking. And she immediately stopped smoking.
Oh,
Like
wow.
cold turkey stop smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that hard to
And-
do?
Yeah. But I think what they did is they might have given her something in her IV afterwards to help her kick the habit. But she has not smoked since. And my dad has had, for like the last 4 to 5 months, he's had 4 packs of cigarettes. And he is 85 and smoked since he was a teenager. So like even he's like cutting back on smoking.
Yeah, that.
To the point where like they both smoked a pack a day, normally.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it took me a second to realize that. I'm like, wait, you just said 4 packs in 4 months. Like, what the fuck?
4 to 5 months, yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's a big cut down. Like at that point, you might just be able to just quit. But it's like, whatever, if you're having like a cigarette once a week, it's like, go ahead. I don't care. It's like, you're an 85-year-old man who drinks more soda than I do. All he drinks is soda, coffee, and eats sugar. and it's still like too thin.
Not like me.
It's like for him, it's like to the point where they're like, yeah, whatever. It's like he's 85. It's like, what are you gonna? There's only so much you can do. Kind of thing.
Your dad's also one of my favorite tattoo stories.
Oh yeah, got drunk when he was in the army in Mexico and woke up with a giant tattoo on his arm.
And it's not a bad tattoo.
It's not a bad tattoo. It's a perfectly fine. It's a panther fighting a giant snake, and it takes up like the whole top of his forearm. He's like, I don't remember getting it. So like when I got my tattoo, I made the joke of like, hey, at least I remember getting my tattoo.
Dude, fucking smart ass.
But at least it's not extremely bad news when she went to the doctor, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. It's not like here's your problems, how to fix them.
Yep.
We need to do surgery on you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like one of the people I watch for streaming, they're like, one time it's like, oh, his dad had to do like go to like a specialist for his heart to like get check up on it. And they're like, well, we'll just make a holiday out of it. So like, okay, goes in, takes the test, leaves. They call him back that night. They're like, can you come in?
Like now?
Like sometime in the future. It's like, oh, like when? It's like right now. Like as soon as possible.
Yeah, those are the calls
Oh,
where you're like, oh.
That's where it's like, I need to go now.
Oh.
Yeah, for my mom, like she basically was having a slow heart attack over the course of half a year because of the defect in her valve.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Where it's like, you know, like how like the heart valves have like the 3 where it comes together,
Yeah.
whereas there's only 2. And that is an inheritable thing, so it does not look like it's 2 o'clock in this game right now.
It does
Uh,
not.
So
It's super dark.
if you look underneath the time clock, it's raining and thundering right now.
Okay, so it's
Quote
like the
unquote.
worst weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
because-
overcast.
But because it's winter, they're not doing the raining animation.
Yeah.
It's just snowflakes.
Like if anything, this type of weather should be a blizzard.
Yeah. Like I can't see shit.
I had for the other D&D campaign was where it's like, oh, we gotta find an entrance into the Underdark, and it's here in the city. That city's only occupied by hostile ghosts. And I also had it to where a Winterwright was at the city, making a blizzard. And I'm like, they have this many rounds until it notices them and comes. And it got one polar ray off before they're like, we need to get the fuck out of here. And polar ray is like 20d6 damage.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I did to my character, who was like basically at full health at that point, and it nearly killed him. So they're like, oh, the healer almost died. We gotta go. So it's like, oh, the ghosts were like hostile when they first got there, and then stopped attacking them and were just circling them. It's like, what are they doing? It's like, they seem to be waiting for something. Like after like a round or two before it was getting there. They're like, we need to find, like, we need to go now.
I'm doing the dungeon right now. Just because, like, I don't have anything specific to do at the moment, and I have yet to clear through it on my own, so...
Like, I've been looking on Steam for dungeon delving games. It is fucking hard to find good dungeon delving games
Yeah.
that are not DOS games. And I'm like, they might be good, but no.
I don't want to type questions.
No,
Type
no,
actions.
not that kind of, like, more like, Might and Magic kind of thing. Where it's
Oh.
or something like, I forget what the name of the game is. Where it's like, here's the UI, it's the bottom third of the screen. Or like, Daggerfall. Like, I tried Daggerfall Unity, and I'm just like, there's just too many things that I don't like about it. And like, the couple I found where they have demos I can play, they're extraction games. You know, like, Tarkov.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, thank you. It's like, oh, thank you. This dungeon game is a multiplayer game.
Well, it's just like how I try to find RPGs that have like a good stat, like kind of like Morrowind and Oblivion type thing, and it's like,
Yeah. I like job systems, like Final Fantasy.
yeah,
Like, Final Fantasy is one of the only ones that does stuff, which is one of the reasons I like Last Epoch. Every class skill you can get has a giant skill tree that you can specialize in. And you can like have it to be like, oh, I start with this fireball. I'll change it to have like bigger radius and do more damage, and then eventually where it's like, oh, it does split damage now from with fire and lightning. And when you do that, it changes how it looks, which is really nice. Yeah, like you can have like at level 50, you can have a max of like 5 skills that you specialize in, and you could respec them at any time. It just like kind of like goes back down to a certain level. But as you get higher level, the minimum that they start at is higher. I've been up since 6. Yeah, sorry, like I missed last week.
no. When you messaged me, I'm like,
I was like, I had been up since the night before, so I'm like, I'm trying. I am almost passing out. Like it's like, and I checked later. It was like 10 minutes before you actually started. I'm like, it's like, yep, I would have probably not made it. Even that. Cause I basically like laid down in my bed, passed out. It's like insomnia is a bitch.
mm-hmm.
Where I'm like,
Yes,
alright,
it
I'm trying.
is.
Like, alright, I stayed awake for this long. I'm gonna try and stay awake a little longer, like a couple hours, so I can like do the multiplayer thing. It's like, nope. It's like you're tired now.
Well, it's like Finley when I get home from work, it's like if I'm laying down, like just interacting with the kids, or like I'm just laying down on the floor, I will start to pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not by my choice. It's literally my body going,
Like,
rest. Rest now.
like, it's like
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I'll be sitting here in front of the computer and all of a sudden I'm lifting my head.
Like I don't do that. Like I just, like I used to do that. Like where I would like fall asleep while I'm doing something.
I don't want to die.
Do you happen to remember that little bongo drum attachment they had for the Nintendo GameCube?
Oh, Donkey Kong bongos.
Yeah. Dude, I fell asleep playing that.
Jeez.
Really?
The
Yep.
only game I remember falling asleep to is Final Fantasy VII,
Yep.
Ah,
I fell asleep to Donkey Konga.
which you can fall asleep almost any time with that game because you know it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
cause it's not like the game's gonna keep playing by itself usually.
True.
What?
Especially those earlier games did not have a time limit on the turn-based.
No, I actually, there were a couple times where I fell asleep playing Breath of Fire 3, woke up, and was like, I'm further in the game.
Oh, ooh, that's some serious shit right there.
Yeah, no, but then again, you gotta real. I think I remember telling you this before, where it's like there was a couple different times where like my dad was watching me play, like I think it was Final Fantasy VII. It's like, okay, that time it's like I'm looking at the time. That's seconds, minutes, hours. What's that? I'm like, I believe that would be days. I want you to save and go outside.
I've played through multiple times with Final Fantasy VII, at least alone, where by the end of the game it would just be 9999.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like the thing is like my dad wasn't pissed off that I played that much. He was just like, I just want you to go outside. Just prove to
Can you go
me.
do something else for a while? It's like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, if knowing you, Lewis, your dad might have been better off telling you to stay inside and play video games.
Yeah.
So
Where it's like, I'm going to unleash you on the world. Okay.
that was. It's like,
You made the worst choice.
all right, well, I have access to the altars now.
Nice. So like I said,
So I use these mines to get glorite.
yep. But you have to complete the mining altar first.
Okay, and that's the one right in front of it.
I believe so.
Okay, I think we could do that one.
We could probably do most of them.
Yeah.
Because there's one where it's like, it's the fruits.
Would you guys have a problem with me spending 100,000?
100,000 gold?
Yes.
I don't.
No.
I mean, it only took me a week to earn. I'm kidding.
There-
I have no
there we
problem with it.
Boom. Well, Raptor, now we have a use for the food, because there's an altar for that.
What?
Yeah, there's a
An altar
food
where
altar.
you got to get certain foods. Cheesecake, spicy ramen, sesame seed rice balls, pizza, cookies, coffee, energy smoothie, shimmer root treat, and tomato soup.
That's added
And
into the
All the
book.
fruits. I could probably go do that one right now, but it's like 7 o'clock. And a bunch of farming stuff.
The keepsakes is the one that usually
Yeah, the irritating one. I could see that being. And there's a fish one.
Yeah, there's a fish one.
Wait, where is it?
In Withergate.
You have to
And, like-
you have to actually further the storyline to get to it. So
Oh.
By a good deal, too.
yeah,
Dangers to the. Is it dangers to the north?
yeah, like that's the start of that.
Oh. I had to travel to the North Forest.
Yeah. Like, you're not even in the city yet.
Oh no, I failed in the dungeon. I did not complete the dungeon. I got to floor 18. I literally just started doing the dungeon, so like I went from floor 1 to 18. And I didn't bring any healing items with me, that's why.
I will say one thing, though. The first time I played through the dungeon, halfway through it, I became invincible. So I'm like, alright, well, thanks, game.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like,
So, alright, I'm not gonna say no to this.
Thank you, Priest, for the hydrate.
and now I've got all those stat buffs.
Yep.
Like I have now become more dangerous. No, as always, the hardest altar of all is the tickets.
Yeah.
Damn it, Paul.
Because you have to do 5,000 tickets.
Yep. And at most, I've probably ever had like 3,000 in total.
Well, that's why,
You just spend 2,000 right off the bat.
yeah, if you complete the fishing altar, you get access to the Midnight
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah, which is a good way to get
Yep.
tickets.
I am hungry though. I need to eat something.
This is a good spot to call it.
Ow! You fucker.
What happened?
Paul, he redeemed Raptor trees and he threw dino nuggies at me. And now pillows.
But yeah, I would say now is a good time to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're at the end of a day, and we've almost been going for 2 hours, so.
I mean, I was in a stream for a bit longer, but I need to eat something.
Well, that's part of the. I'm like, it allows you to get you a break to eat, and then if you want to stream on your own, you can do so.
Do that in your own time.
Well, actually, now I have more time because now my hours are getting cut again. So I gotta stream and make that money. Gotta work.
I mean, lots of people nowadays are working multiple jobs, so.
Yeah. I've been trying to find another one, but haven't found anything yet.
Yeah.
Well, I know by doing my taxes that I figured out that switching jobs was the best financial decision.
Yes, Paul. You do need to yell at people.
So I worked at Sam's Club from January to the end of September. So basically a whole 9 months, right?
Mhm.
I made 25,000 and some odd change. I worked from October to the end of the year at Wonderland. I made 11,000 and some odd change.
Ooh.
Wow.
The hell is
In-
Wonderland?
A third of the time, you made half of the money.
It's the auto shop he works at now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, well, I have officially made the right decision.
And it's easier to do.
Yep, because the machines are like literally everything is they designed everything ergonomically, so that way it's like so much better on my body. I still run the risk of throwing my back out though.
Oh, yeah. But I'm out of the game.
All right.
I'm out. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop out too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Raptor.
Later.
Hi, Raptor.
Are you out, Jedi?
Yeah, I was the first one out.
Okay. Exit game. Exit. Come on. Go to Twitch. Let's see. Yep, they're still going. So I'm gonna raid Geek Girl Lisa. They are currently doing Cyberpunk 2077.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I'll catch everybody at a later date, if not next week Tuesday at least. So I'll catch everybody later. Peace. Right out.